Hi, this is Ken Smith. I'm going to talk about relationships and ethics. Um, I didn't pick a single point this time. There was quite a few things I wanted to talk about, so hopefully that'll come off right. Um, I just, yeah, very much impactful information. The first thing was the Bartimaeus story. I really loved the talk on Bartimaeus because he was highlighting that we need to take personal accountability, personal responsibility for our own situation. We need to recognize our need for the Lord, and to be able to come to Him humbly and ask for that. Um, Waiting for the ideal time. The Lord will speak to us. He'll talk to us, and He'll provide opportunities for us. And we need to be able to act. The Lord's given us abilities, He's given us giftings, and we need to be able to operate in those. And we need to be able to recognize when He's telling us what to do. Um, don't worry about what others think or say. A lot of times we will put up this wall that says, "Hey, listen, I don't want to be looked at differently than everybody else." But we need to be able to um, not worry about what others think and say. And that really goes with the next one, which is just step out, be bold, and trust God. If it's from the Lord, uh, you're going to be okay, and even if you're not, it's okay. um, and then he closed with something that just was really cool. He said that once the Lord touches you and changes you, stay changed. And I think a lot of times we'll have this salvation journey. We'll have this really intimate moment with God, and then we just go back to our regular life. And we watch the same movies we watched. We talk the same way at work we used to talk. And um, man, when the Lord gets a hold of your heart, He wants to see the paradigm shift. He wants to know that you've given your heart to Him, and the evidence of that is your changed behavior. It's your personal journey of growth and sanctification, more Christ-like behavior continually and perpetually. um, so created for community. Man, community is so important to me, and I pre-Jesus, I hated people. Yeah, I mean, this is one of my biggest testimony points is being created for community. um, the old Ken didn't want to be around people. I thought they were stupid, and if they didn't think what I thought, I wouldn't want to be around them. And if it was probably just for drinking or something like that. But since salvation, I just have such a sense that understanding of how we're to do life together. um, the the early church, the way they lived together and they shared resources, they provided for one another needs. That's how we need to be. And I would love in our modern society to be able to do some level of that. And the closest I can think is just being really involved in church and being able to really get to know everybody and really understand them and recognize how you can help and love on one another. Um, One of our struggles, I think, in our closeness with the Lord, or our lack of community, is just all our stuff. Um, you know, Abundance can be from the Lord. I mean, He can bless us. America has so many opportunities and so many things that the evil one can also use that for his purposes as well. He can take what God's created as good and he can use it for bad. And I think that we have this white noise of stuff, the material possessions of our society create a barrier between us and the Lord. Our understanding, our reliance, the time we spend with Him is all limited by all of this stuff that we have. Um, the rich young ruler, he was all, "I'm all in, Jesus. Just tell me what to do. Give away all your stuff and then come follow me." Oh, yeah. Maybe I'll catch up with you later. I mean, our stuff can get in the way. And what a great example that Jesus gave us, to share that with us, just to be mindful of that. Psalm 91, 1 and 2: whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say, the Lord, you are my shelter and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. I love that scripture because it really helps me understand that I have to put the Lord first. I have to trust in him. I have to put my hope in him. I have to let him be my shelter. Um, and he's going to cover me. He'll be my refuge. He promises that. So, created for community, I mean, how are we going to be able to know that, to have accountability, to be able to take that path of sanctification if we're not surrounded ourselves with other believers, and loving on one another and fulfilling Jesus's commandment that he gave us, you know, love love one another as I've loved you, and by this they will know you're my disciples, by how you love one another. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. This was Relationships and Ethics.